on the Sunday Footy Show. But the Blues took on Melbourne on Friday night. This is the Friday night game, and you can see that Carlton too good. 13-15, Melbourne a 6-10. O'Halpin had 3 goals. Chris Judd, 31 possessions, just having an extraordinary season, as is Mark Murphy. Supercoach points, there they are, 157, 144, tells the story. Joining us is Dennis Armfield, a player who was subbed on early. Yeah. You heard from the doc that Jordan Russell had a bit of concussion and therefore he came out of the game, which was good for you, mate, because you're able to play nearly a full game of footy.
Yeah, it's fortunate for myself, but, you know, you don't want to see that even if you are a sub. You like to see the boys playing some good footy, and it was a bit unfortunate, but lucky for myself.
Well, we're going to make Bill earn his money, Dennis, because he was late coming in today, so you can walk us through this Friday night affair, Bill, with the help of Nathan Brown.
Do I have to? It was a terrible game to watch, and Den, was it like that on the ground?
Yeah, it was a bit of a lacklustre sort of performance by both teams, sort of. It was sort of negative both sides, so yeah, it wasn't the big crash and bash of Geelong the week before, so...
And the crowd didn't get involved either. It was a really quiet crowd. There was a lot of mistakes early. The conditions, was it slippery out there? We had a bit of rain just before the start.
Yeah, a bit dewy early, but cleared up as the game got on.
Yeah, and Carlton started well. They kicked 3 goals to Melbourne's 1. Melbourne started, when you're under the pump, have a look at this goal, that's magnificent by Jeffrey, but when you're under the pump you do go a bit negative, and they had Watts just floating as that loose man in the back line, so straight away they were very negative from the start. Deep.
Yeah, we were surprised by that, but we had to adjust, and I think we adjusted well.
What about the forward line of Melbourne? You guys played a very good game in the back line where you were, Dennis, but I was really critical of the pressure applied by Melbourne. I mean, I know you cannot come out and an opposition player slag off at them, but were you surprised at how easily you were able to take it away?
We sort of knew that we sort of had that running capability in our back line, and that's what we thought was our sort of strength. But in saying that, blokes like Liam Jarrah and that, when they want to go, they can go hard, and they get you.
Wonderfully offensive players. I mean, they will keep you honest. If you want to shut them out, you're going to have to be right on your game. Oh, look at that. I mean, he just turns young Laidlaw around there, and you cannot get near him. But I tell you what, he comes off, and you just empty the ice bath if he came into the room before he even got in there. There's no need for him to go near it.
Look, yeah, you're spot on. There was not a lot of bruise-free football, I think they call it nowadays. That seems to be the terminology, Doom. Newton kicks a goal here, 15 points at half-time. Melbourne was still in it, but there was just no urgency. And what happened at half-time? What does Rat say to us, you guys, when you're 15 points up in front and you're probably dominating the game?
Look, we probably knew that they wanted to play that sort of outside bruise-free footy, as you said. So we were pretty disappointed that we let them dictate terms early, and so we sort of come in at half-time and say, right, let's play this ruthless brand of footy that we like to play, and let's get it going and start by cracking in and winning the hardball first.
Mitch Robinson's had some big raps on him since he started, but really starting to develop himself was that real hard in and under. He had 30 touches, his clearance work, and some of his courage just diving onto the ball head first was outstanding.
Yeah, well, week in, week out, he's probably our most ruthless player. We just can't give him an award every week because it's a bit selfish of him, but no, he does do it very well, and he's probably one that drives the side to win.
What he does, he paves the way for everybody else. If he's the crash and bash player, he makes avenues for the players like Murphy, Judd, who wins his own ball, but Gibbs on the outside to pick up those balls and run off uncontested.
Definitely does. He lets other players play to their strengths, and he does his strength well, and that's what we love about him.
Nonetheless, it's a great result when you haven't played that well as a team and you got 4 points. They're just so hard to win in this era. A game, 4 points are so hard to bank. You got this one. You didn't play super footy, but you won it.
No, that's right. That's exactly right. Probably in previous years, we probably lose games like that. So it was good to get the 4 points and now move on to Port Adelaide.
Good goal there, D. Where's your spot, mate? Where you just come on and play anywhere?
Yeah, I'm a bit of a swingman, which is pretty good for me. I still like the back line. I'm more of a back pocket man, but get up forward every now and then and get a kick a goal every now and then too, which is good.
Tell you what Melbourne could do. They could not run it out of their back line either. And then when they did, the forwards had all pushed up too far and they had nowhere to attack.
Beautiful Chris Judd control of the footy there.
Oh, it's just super. I want to ask you also about another talented player from Carlton who's getting more a negating role, and that's what I'm critical of Melbourne. You can be wonderfully offensive, but if you learn to be a negating player as well, you've got another string to your bow. Bryce Gibbs, and we know we can use it, but some of the jobs he's done this year, he's had goods. He took on Maloney, who's their #1 ball winner around the packs.
Yeah, very important to our side, and as you noticed, he took in Maloney in the first half, and For us, unfortunately, won the biscuits there, and then the second half he come back and really led by example down back to get us going in that forward drive from the back line.
There's that second sublime goal assist from Chris Judd. He's a freak.
No,
He is a freak, and he was in doubt to play all week, and no doubt they looked after him and freshened him up, and he just was on fire. But also Mark Murphy, Dennis, he's had a terrific year. He's gone to that next level. We always thought he was a good player, but he's now elite.
Yeah, he's definitely leading by example now. He's taking it to the next step. He's probably one of the hardest running players at our side, so it's great to watch when he's in action.
Really good win by Carlton because, as Derm said, they could have just won by a couple of goals, but they won by 47 points in the end and lost a couple of players in Russell and Laidler. Nath.
Yeah, there's a lot of talk about the defensive press, and there's been a lot of talk about Melbourne, who don't really do the defensive press that often. They go one-on-one. We're going to show a bit of vision here. All the good sides do it. Collingwood do it really well. Geelong, even Carlton do it well. As it closes in here, you see all the players there. So there's about 10 Melbourne players there. Now, they're all going one-on-one. There's so much space just over the man on the mark there. There's also space out the back. They need 16 to 18 players in that defensive press to make it work. So they're all going one-on-one. The Carlton players lead up, creates holes behind them.
So they're playing man-on-man, which is all right if you want to go that way, but they allow the man-on-man lead-up player to get an easy chest mark.
Get the easy chest mark. So you've got to have all your 16 or 18 players. You probably need to have 2 out the back to if you win the ball back. But at the moment, they're playing one-on-one. They allow their players to lead up. They need 16 to 18 players where they only had 9 in that defensive press.
Votes, Bill?
Well, here, Nath, and I like Nath's votes here. Very good. Chris Judd was standout. Murphy. Robinson, very, very good, as you said. And also Jamison, who is the best defender in the competition.
Oh,
right?
you'd have to be happy playing next to Jamo at the moment.
Very happy at the moment. You can back him in pretty much every contest, so yeah.
Yeah.
Good
very
work,
happy.
D.
Mark
There's
Murphy.
Lou Richards. Oh, look at Murph there. And Jolie Selwood up there. Judd.
Votes are in camera.
And Joby Watson, who hasn't played for the last couple of weeks.
They're in camera,
and Dennis Armfield, just under that.
$20,000, Bill, on the line, courtesy of Dulux Weather Shield, guaranteed for as long as you live in your house. That's the Dulux Weather Shield
Dulux.
promise. Hey, Dennis, very nice to see you. Just a quick question with regard to Eddie Betts, one of our favourites. Does the property steward not know what size shorts he should be wearing, or does he just like your bigger style?
I just think he likes the bigger style. Yeah, we all get into him week in, week out, but he keeps persisting and he's playing good footy, so let him be, I suppose.
The old catchers do.
Hey, you know what? When he pulls the string tight on them, it must come out to about here. They're huge.
Hey, prizes, Bill, for
Yes.
Dennis to take home?
For the Menace, here we go. The Aquila shoes. Oh, you'll love them, mate. They're magnificent. Tank Alive clothing pack.
That's it,
You
Bill.
like that one, Dick? $250 gift card there. Man, what a fuss. Oh, he likes the feathers too. Have a look at that. He's had some moose through there. $100 vouchers there. The Footy Show toolkit with screwdriver set. Very good.
Why is it special, Bill?
6. Well, it's got a red one in there. That's for the
That's for electric.
weight team powder. There's the weight. No, it's a ready to golf there. You can win a game with Big Chris Dawes, Waterside. I think it is today. $100 voucher. Home Timber and Hardware, $200 gift card. Thanks to Home Timber and Hardware, the proper hardware store. And coming aboard this week, which was actually last week, is the $200 Rebel Sport voucher. There's some good prizes there, D.
Yeah, very wrapped.
That's the sort of gold we've missed in the first hour, Bill, when you're not being here. I'll tell you what. Now, for fans of the Blues, Ed Curnow is going to join the boys on TAC Cup Future Stars after this show finishes. Thanks very much for coming in.
Thank you.
Great to catch up with Dennis Armfield. We're off to a break. The Sunday agenda next, and Hutchie in the agenda catches up with Darren Jolly, the Premiership ruckman from the Maggies.